Hey guys, we are on the second reading for the second set of packets for kindergarten, and this is going to be the same character doing different things. So this is called Zoey's Sale Surprise, and it's the same author, Jacqueline Adams. And again, I think I'm just going to read it without holding up the packet because this thing weighs a ton. All right, so again, if you need to, you can always stop the video. You can always go back and replay. This is only to be a helpful resource for you. So if it isn't helpful, don't feel like you have to listen or watch the movies. Here we go. I'm on the top of page 21, and it looks like this. Zoey was looking for something. Zoey, what are you doing? Her sister, Sybil, asked. I need something to sell at the big sale, Zoey said. What will people want to buy? Zoey saw seed packets on the shelf. I will grow plants, she said. People like plants. Which is true. Mrs. Bartlett is just about to start growing some lettuce. And by that I mean I hope that it survives because I'm not a very good gardener. Okay, I'm turning the page. I'm on page 22. Zoey put the seeds on the table. Just then, the cat jumped up. He played with the seeds. He swished them all over the table. Your seeds are mixed up, Sybil said. Zoey looked at the seed. You have no idea what it is, Sybil said. Well, I can fix that, Zoey said. I want you to notice as you're reading that there's a lot of dialogue. Remember, dialogue is when there are quotes or those talking marks. The characters are talking to each other. Zoey planted the seeds in the cups. I will see what grows, she said. Little plants started to grow, but they all looked the same. Zoey looked at a plant. What is this? She asked. Okay, I'm on page 24. Zoey, it is time to sell the plants, Sybil said. How will people know what the plants are? I will make a sign, Zoey said. It will tell what the plants are. It's a good idea. If you guys are gardening at home, you could make signs for your plants too. Zoey and Sybil set up the sign. A woman stopped to look. What kind of plant is this? She asked. You will find out when it grows, Zoey said. It is a surprise. The woman smiled. I will take one surprise, please. And if you notice, if you look closely, the sign actually says, surprises for sale. Sorry, that's my dog. He's wandering around. Zoey sold all her plant surprises. She got her cat a toy with the money she made. And all the sale surprises grew and grew. All right, now we're focusing on some comprehension questions. This is on the top of page 27. It looks like this. Question number 1. In passage number 1, what is Zoey looking for? What is Zoey looking for? A, something to fix. B, something to eat. Or C, something to sell. If you're not sure, go back to the first passage. Remember, that's the chunk of information. Go back to that first section and reread to find out what is Zoey looking for. All right, question 2 comes from the first passage also. What does Zoey find? What does she find? So she was looking for something and now she's found something. A, B, or C. And you would have to look at the pictures in your own packet. And you could circle the answer that you think is most correct, or you could always talk to someone next to you and see if they agree with you about what is most correct. Question 3 comes from the second passage, so it's going to be a little bit lower in your in your story, probably like the second paragraph. What happened to the seeds? What happened to the seeds? A, the seeds got mixed up. B, the cat ate the seeds, or C, the seeds got too small. What happened to the seeds? Question 4 comes from the third passage, that third chunk of information. where does Zoey put the seeds? Where does she put the seeds? A, on dishes. B, in cups. C, we have to turn the page for. C, in gardens. Where does she put the seeds? Question 5 comes from the same chunk of information. What is Zoey looking at when she says, "What is this?" Now, I don't know about you, but in my grown-up brain, I'm thinking, oh, I don't remember. So I'm going to have to go back and look. I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, look at that third chunk of information and find out, what is Zoey looking at when she says, "What is this?" Is she looking at A, a flower, B, a seed, or C, a plant? You could circle the right answer or tell somebody. Question number 6 comes from the 4th passage. So you're going to go back and look 1, 2, 3, the 4th chunk of information. What will Zoe's sign tell people? What will her sign tell people? A, how to care for plants. B, how much water the plants need. Or C, what the plants are. What is her sign going to tell the people? What information are they gathering? Are they collecting based on what she writes on the sign? How is it helpful to them? Why are they looking at it? Question 7 comes from passage number 5. What does the woman buy? So the woman who came to Zoe's sale, what does she buy? Do you remember? Think back. What does she buy? Does she buy A, a plant, B, a sign, or C, a seed? What does she buy? All right, question number 8 has pictures for you. Look at the chart. What happens to the plants at the end of the story? Choose the correct picture. This is just like with the first reading. They have a beginning, a middle, and then at the end, they want to know what happens. So the author is giving you a picture of what happens first, second, and they want to know what happens last. Beginning, middle, end, first, second, last. And then they're going to give you 3 pictures. This is on page 29. 3 pictures, and you get to decide what happens at the end of the story. Remember, last and the end mean the same. All right, you guys, I love you. I hope you're having a great day. See ya.